Hey guys, project-zodiac here. I'm back with another video, and this time it's another unboxing, and this is the unboxing of the Lost Boys movie. So, a little story about the Lost Boys. I don't really remember exactly when I watched it for the first time, but I do think it was at least in 7th or 8th grade. If not, then in the ninth grade, because in 7th or 8th grade, I took a class for film, and in that class we did watch a lot of movies. That's how I first saw The Breakfast Club, Into the Wild, um, A Rebel with a Cause. No, wait, that I don't think we saw there. But a lot of these older movies, The Outsiders, it was another one. Um, and around that time is when I was really watching a lot of more 80s stuff. And because I had watched, I think, License to Drive, or a different movie, I forgot which one, but I saw that the actors there was also in a very big movie called The Lost Boys. And I'm like, oh, well, what's this about? And then I saw it was about vampires. I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun then. So I decided to watch it. And when I watched it, I just remember just being like laughing a lot and just being really amazed by it because The Lost Boys is amazing. It's definitely one of my favorite movies, and it's just so cool. Like the atmosphere is just straight out. Like if you want to see something that's from the 80s, this is it. Um, so yeah, I was just really amazed about by it. And it is that good. And then like I also watched like the sequels after, which I know a lot of people don't like, but the sequels aren't that bad. So hopefully they do remake, or not remake, but um remaster, I suppose, the sequels for 4K as well. Um, but yeah, no, The Lost Boys is the best one out of the trilogy for sure. Um, so much so, like, this movie's so good that one of my best friends hates old movies. But one day I convinced him to watch The Lost Boys with me, and he himself was like, okay, I hate like really old movies, but this movie I'm making an exception for because it's so good. Um, so yeah, it's just so fun. So I'm really glad to finally own this because I didn't before. Um, about a month or two ago, I did buy the Lost Boys trilogy on Blu-ray. The print of like the artwork on them aren't the best, but at least I have them on Blu-ray. So, but I'm glad that we finally got this on 4K. So I'm really excited to watch it. Haven't really been making a lot of videos like this. I did buy a lot of movies recently and a lot of albums as well. I decided not to do an unboxing on them because I've been playing a lot of games and writing those Xenoblade videos, video essays. So still have a few more to do for those, but I wanted to really get this out because I wasn't even gonna do an unboxing for this, but I'm like, it's October and it's a fantastic movie. I really wanted to do an unboxing for it. But one of the mini movies I've been buying recently was actually the newest release, Scream 2. I don't really I love horror movies, but I don't really like owning horror movies. I like more fantasy, science fiction, like creative kind of stuff for movies that I own. And again, it's always something that captivates me. But even horror movies that captivates me, I always feel a little off if like owning it. Um, but for Scream, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make if you hear noises, it's just because my dog is in my room with me. But I'm like, for Scream, I'm gonna make an exception, and I'm just gonna buy the Scream movies. So I do have Scream 1 on 4K. I bought that a while back, a few months ago. And then Scream 5 on 4K as well, and Scream 2 just came out. So, but yeah, not unboxing this. I already unboxed this. This was the only one so far that I didn't unbox. So, but yeah, The Lost Boys. I really want to buy the soundtrack on vinyl just because it is so good and it's been like on my cart for so long. I just love the music on this, but we can go back into the rant a little bit later. But let's just talk about how beautiful this artwork is. It's the bridge scene. I just love how they're all silhouettes and how it says here just the Lost Boys in red. That's really cool. and you can kind of see, but it's kind of like a metallic shine to it. So it's kind of holographic, but not really. It's more just metallic shine, and it just looks so cool with light reflecting off of it. But sadly, the camera isn't really picking that up. Um, just the moon in the background is beautiful, and the trees. Like, this is an iconic scene, and I just love this scene so much. Um, but yeah, let's just jump here. We've got the Frog Brothers. Or wait, that's not the Frog Brothers. That's the vampire and his little brother. Not Star. Grandpa. A hip comic twist on the classic vampire stories. This actor is really, really good, and after I watched The Lost Boys, I found out that he was in a movie called Flatliners, and they just released Flatliners on 4K. And when I saw Flatliners, I was just so amazed by it, just like with The Lost Boys, that I'm actually really thinking about buying it. Just because the atmosphere in that movie is amazing. But again, it is a horror-ish movie, so I'm kind of like, do I really want to have a horror movie in my collection, like other than Scream or The Lost Boys? I don't even think you can count The Lost Boys really as a horror movie, just because it's more comedic with some horror elements, but it's not supposed to be scary. So for this, it's like a kind of an exception, whereas like Scream is a straight out slasher horror movie. You don't focus on killing and things like that. So again, I'm very picky with the things in my collections, but I'm really, really thinking, like, it is on my card to buy Flatliners, because the atmosphere in that movie is just amazing. And he, the main vampire guy, or the leader of the vampires, he's in that movie and he's fantastic in it. So I just want to bring that up. So I might do an unboxing for Flatliners soon. We'll see if I get it or not. But yeah. So with that said, yeah, and I'm talking about the 80s Flatliners, not the remake that they did a few years ago. That one was actually pretty good. I did enjoy that, but the original was literally like fantastic. So if you guys have never watched the original Flatliners, it is about people trying to experience a how do we say that word? It's like when you die, but then you like come back to life. So that's what it's kind of about. So there's like a supernatural side of it, like a spiritual side to it, and some stuff happens. It's been a very long time since I've seen that movie. I've only seen it a few times, but I just remember being so amazed by it. So yeah, now I'm trying to figure out what that word is. Let me come back to that 1 second. Okay, I just remembered it. It's called a near death experience. So that's what Flatliners is about. They kind of like put themselves in a near death experience so that they can see something from like the spiritual world and stuff. And it is very, very interesting for sure. So, and I kept trying to say the word close encounters, but that's related to aliens. But yeah, so that's what kind of Flatliners is about. And I guess if I remember correctly, some spiritual stuff does end up happening. And like things get very, very crazy. But they also just get very addicted to that. It's like a very trippy, very atmospheric movie. So definitely recommend Flatliners. But this video is now 8 minutes long, so I'm sorry about that. So yeah, here we go. So Sam and his older brother Michael are average everyday teens, but after the move with their mother to peaceful Santa California, things mysteriously begin to change. Michael's not himself lately, and mom's not gonna like what he's turned into. And this is just a fantastic shot as well. And then here's the special features. You guys can take a look at that. And yeah, so I'm really excited for this. Same thing on this back over here. go. Great. Now this is stuck to my fingers. Okay. The Lost Boys. And this is perfect. I love that this disc is just red because this is so representative of the series. There isn't a third disc on this one. Some of the movies I bought did come with like third discs as bonus features, but and then this right here, these two colors, this shade of red and black and this font, that's all you need to know about the Lost Boys, because this represents it perfectly. Even though there's no image, even though there's like no moon background, no vampire stuff, no, this is all you need to know about the Lost Boys, these two color schemes. And I'm just so excited to see this movie again, especially on 4K now. I heard that the 4K restoration for this was actually really well done, especially because it apparently does come with HDR. Does it? Well, I mean, that's what it says here. So hopefully it does. But yeah, and I know that the code was kind of open. I don't really care. But yeah, if you guys have not seen The Lost Boys, definitely watch it. It's just such a fantastic movie, and the music for it is just so good. Literally, this is one of my favorite movies. So with all that said, guys, if I do not make a video for the Flatliners, then happy Halloween for everyone. I do have a few other horror movie videos planned to come out. I still have to make those. That's gonna be my review for Halloween Ends, my review for all of the Halloween movies, because I just binged all of those in September and I wrote like mini reviews for those. The ones for Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street. So I think I'll be doing those soon. But yeah, so if I don't, then definitely happy Halloween, and let me know what you guys think about The Lost Boys. And I'm uploading this way before Halloween, but I'm just saying it just in case. But yeah, with all that said, this video is already long enough and it's pretty late right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your memories. When was the last time you saw The Lost Boys? Again, I just can't get like the music out of my mind, because the music in this movie is so good and the scenes that they play in is just so iconic. It's just a fantastic movie. So this movie is literally, like I said, the 80s, basically trying to show what the 80s was before the modern times try to show what the 80s was. So like, this is straight out just 80s. Here you go. And there's a couple other movies I can think about like that too, such as Back to the Future, and a couple other things. Even Tron, like the first Tron movie, definitely just straight out 80s. Even Tron Legacy is like a sequel to the 80s, I suppose. So yeah, but this one is definitely one of those movies that's just 80s. But alright guys, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's like almost 1:30 in the morning right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your memories and your thoughts about The Lost Boys, if you guys have seen it or not. Also, The Crow. The Crow is a very good movie now that I'm thinking about it, and I do own that as well. I hope that they make The Crow in 4K. And I just remembered one more thing. The Blu-ray for this, the artwork is totally different from the original Blu-ray that I own, so I kind of prefer this a little bit more. But yeah, hopefully they remastered The Crow for 4K. The sequels for The Crow weren't too bad, but that original is, just like with The Lost Boys, one of my favorite movies, and it's just a fantastic classic. But yeah, I'm done talking and I'm done rambling. Just let me know what you guys think about The Lost Boys, and if you guys have any memories about watching The Lost Boys. With all that said, guys, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.